Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rafe Gal. I am doing... Let's see, what am I doing? I'm doing Ice Palace. Zelda Randomizer. I'm hoping that I actually know where I'm going now. Because... this has been a interesting run. I think... I mentioned before in the last video, I've been doing a lot of these. I was thinking about it. I'm pretty sure that including my regular playthrough, I've played this game like 12, 13 times in the last month or so. So I'm kind of hoping that this wraps it up. I'm gonna take a break and do something else after this run. So, I do have the cane now. So I'm a lot less worried about Ice Palace than I was a second ago, or a little bit ago. And I've got half magic and bombos, so I should be fine. And I should be able to do one pass through because I have cane. And as I watch those arrows fade, I realize that I am currently at 9 arrows. I should probably fix that at some point too. Oh, okay. So as everyone knows, this is probably the dungeon that I've struggled with the most, we'll say. I've gotten a lot better with Misery Mire, but I'm hoping... I'm feeling a lot better overall with it, though. The moving floor on this room has always seemed kind of weird to me. Like, it's the only room... I'm pretty sure it's the only room in the game that does something like that. Crap. Accidentally stepped on the tile twice. Oh well. Hey, that went decent. Okay, this is one of the annoying ones. So I do have to bombos here since I don't have Fire Rod. And I will have to come back for the big chest, it looks like. Which is unfortunate, but at least it's in the same room as the end. That was smooth. Okay. So... I'd really love to know if there's an easier way to get through that room. Like if there's something that kills those guys in one hit. Can't remember offhand. Grab that just in case. I'm doing really... I've got a lot of hearts. That's caught me a little off guard there. Don't need to kill that guy. Yeah, technically doing this dungeon without fire rod isn't too bad, just because you can use bombos for almost everything you need. The main issue with it is just that it's a lot more... What's the word? Wait, what? Gotten all the chests, haven't I? Huh. I'm pretty sure I got all the treasure chests, and I don't have the big key yet. Unless I'm missing something. Obviously. That's really perturbing. Gonna quick run through the second half again, make sure I'm not missing something. And now I'm curious if there's one that I've been missing. Oh, good. Okay, feel better now. That was just me being dumb. I did know about that one. As per the usual, I'm sure Mike's yelling at me. Okay, I feel better now. Oh, whoops, I need the staff first. Then the hammer. Fortunately, I am still gonna need to get the fire rod at some point here, even though I don't need it for this particular area. Here's hoping that it gets dropped here, or if it gets dropped, I would be totally... Oh. Those guys hit harder than I remember. That's really unfortunate. Okay, well, let's see if I can stop doing terrible at video games. At least I don't have to run through the whole thing again. I can just do the back half, or the front half, basically. Since I've already got the big key. I just realized I didn't need to do that. Second verse, same as the first. So yeah, once I get through this, I'm hoping the fire rod is... I'm hoping I can just get the fire rod from the boss. I am not expecting that, but that's what I'm hoping. Now, the other side there would be... If it's not, I will most likely, or I guess I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to go to Turtle Rock and do the rest of Hookshot Cave. Because it's gotta be somewhere. It literally, you can't get into, I guess it could be in the front half of Skullwoods also. Crap. Hey, that was much smoother than normal. Like, actually smooth and not sarcastically smooth. Okay, let's try this again. And I'm actually gonna watch my health. I'm actually gonna go ahead and... This is the first time I've done this dungeon in a while, or this boss in a while without, A lot of times I'll use cape or, cane to protect myself during this fight. And the last time I had, like, I'm pretty sure the last time I had Fire Rod and Gold Sword. So... There we go. And come on, Fire Rod! Hey, it's the cape I wanted. I have not actually checked the bumper cave, so I may actually run over and do that real quick, since it's pretty straightforward to do. Let's see, so I'll want to go to 3. I know this is a little out of the way to check one thing, but when I get a drop like that, it makes me think that that's where it wants me to go next. A lot of this game ends up being, I mean, it doesn't have to be, obviously, but the logic engine behind the game does have a bit of a pattern to it, and a lot of times you can get a feel for things like, a lot of times if you get the Master Sword early, it means you're gonna, and you don't get other stuff, it means you need to get Aghanim. See? So, the fact that I had that, those 2 dungeons left that the 2 dungeons left that I do, made me think that by dropping the cape there, that's, makes sense to come here. I could have also been completely wrong, and it could have been somewhere up on Death Mountain that I needed the hook shot to get to. But I'm kind of glad it's here. So, that is the last piece that I actively need. Now, obviously I don't have silver arrows still, but at this point, I've been going for quite a while on this particular run. And I'm going the wrong way horribly, but yeah, I'm kind of at the end of my patience for the game, so I've been making a lot of dumb mistakes, and this particular seed has been kinda nasty. So, come on. Let's get a safety fairy. Better sword would be nice. I don't want to try and do Ganon with Master Sword. But I have at least a little bit of faith that, the last, like, Ganon's Tower will have, you know, a little bit of the stuff I'm still missing. By the way, I know that so I'm going to basically just do the boss. I'm gonna stop here because it's kind of on the way and get this chest. I'm gonna do the second set of chests later, if I need to, kind of thing. Or on the way out where I can save quit after I get them, because they're a little bit more obnoxious to get to when you have to work your way back through and out. I do have everything I need at this point to complete most of the game. I don't have... technically, I do. Master Sword with... beating Ganon with Master Sword and no silver arrows is technically possible, but I'm not going to be doing it. I am going to check this chest again. I'm basically just trying to do a little bit of stuff that's on my way so that I don't have to backtrack. So, the reason we can... Oh, screwed that up. The reason we can do this dungeon this way is because there are... there's no big key required to get to the boss. They require the big key for you to get the fire rod in the normal game as a kind of key to reach this part. However, since we got the fire rod elsewhere, that is not the case for us. And this boss is going to be rough. I'm gonna basically be leaning on my fire rod here. So there's a quasi, I believe it's a glitch. So normally enemies in this game take damage from spikes. This boss is no exception. However, the way he's coded is to take no damage from spikes, but it still counts as him getting hit. So he's just basically whenever he's over a spike, he's getting hit for 0, which means you can't hurt him because he gets his invincibility frame still. So if you see me hit him and it doesn't do the blink effect that it normally does, that's why. Okay, and that was that dungeon. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do the rest. Like I said, I still need silver arrows, but when you get to Ganon, he'll actually tell you where the silver arrows are when you get to that phase. So if I don't happen to find them, Skullwoods is the easiest dungeon to get to out of what I've got left. So, I mean, I'm gonna do a good chunk of Ganon's Tower. I'm gonna do a good chunk of Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is very easy to actually just do all of it, because you practically have to do all of it anyway. I believe that requires Bombos, which I have. I don't have Quake yet. I'm assuming I'll come across that in Ganon's Tower, since it's not needed for the run. So, I'm gonna head up here. I'm gonna do Hookshot Cave, just to get it done. Basically, I don't want to have to come back up here again. So, I'm gonna go ahead and full complete, like I said, Skullwoods, If I need to go back to Skullwoods, I'll go back to Skullwoods. It's easy to go back to Skullwoods. Coming all the way back up here to do Turtle Rock or the Hookshot Cave requires retraversing all of this. Skullwoods is literally right next to a portal, which is right next to a Flute Point. Okay, let's see what I missed by not going right back to this cave. Not a whole lot. Good to know. And we'll cross back over. Need to enter so we can get on top of the mount, or on top of the rock. So we do need to go this way. Watch the pretty fireworks. And we've got Turtle Rock. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and... Like I said, no frills on this one. This is very much just gonna be... Oh, nice. It's good to just get out of the way. The fastest way to get back through that. And 2 chests up here. I believe one of those needs to be a key. I'm gonna go ahead and abuse the cape there because there's a full magic here. There we go, we're back to my normal layers of smooth. Okay. I have a lot of arrows. My cap. I'm one arrow drop off cap. As in overall cap. That was really annoying. I really hate that guy. That's why I usually just pull out the fire rod even if I don't need it. Okay. Rupees! Just what I needed. Sorry if I'm a little quiet here. I'm just kind of in go mode, and I don't have a ton to say for Turtle Rock that I haven't said before. Like I said, I'm kind of going through and getting everything. I am gonna check this cave here. Okay. I mean, it's out of the way enough. It's not like that's a required item. Pretty much the only time I ever use Cane of Burna is when I'm normally going through the game is to fight blind. I think the cape works better in most of the other situations that you need to be invincible. I could be wrong on that. That's just my preference. It also lags less. I think that's the map and the compass. Let's see, yeah. So that means there is going to be an item at the end of this. 1, 2, 3. Crap. I did it right, and then I forgot to hold down. Crap. There we go. I am gonna go ahead and get all these chests and get a save here. So exiting and re-entering here gets me basically, if I die, I come back there. I do have the mirror shield. Ice Rod? I totally forgot that I needed Ice Rod. And just letting myself die because I'm not going to heal myself during this. Gotta add a fairy. I'll get another fairy. There's the small key I needed. I'm really glad the ice rod happened to be there, because I totally was not even thinking about the fact that I needed that. And, I would have gotten to Trinax and been very sad. So I do have a fairy and a couple potions. I'm gonna go ahead, replace the platform, then grab the magic. Just to make sure we're as full as possible, because this boss is going to wreck me, as far as that goes. I only have Master Sword, so... At least I've got half magic. Last time I did not. There we go. Got a fairy. That was intentional. I want to wait and use my potion once I've used more of my magic. Just in case, because this is the part that I'm worst at, is sniping this head with the ice rod. And I need to do it a lot. Hey, that actually went reasonably well. Miracles happen. Okay. And I just need to dodge the snake. Wow. That's a game over? Yep. That is the worst I've ever done at that fight. Pretty sure. Yep. At least I can say it's better than if I had used a potion and then died. That was dumb. Do I have an empty one still? Yeah. I'll grab a second fairy here from one of these anti-fairies. That was dumb. Okay. And there's full magic in this pot right here. This has really been a bad run. I've died like 3 times on 3 bosses now. And a couple of them were just due to me being dumb and not wanting to waste potions. Which is especially bad for this one because I'm totally, after Ganon's Tower, going back to refill on potions. By the way, just as an aside, the reason that I do the ice head first is because it's the ice it leaves stays on the battlefield. Whereas the Firehead's projectiles... That was a real waste of a potion. If I'd gotten one more swipe in on one more of the hits, I would be fine. Okay. And let's see if I can do this without sucking this time. Hey, look at that. Figures. So, with that disaster done, that should be all the crystals. I am really... I'm sorry. I know I've said it a lot during this run. I think I'm Zelda'd out. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish this run as best we can. I'm taking a break. I guess now is as good a time as any to talk about that briefly. So I've been thinking I want to do something that's a little bit less... I want to do something that I can just sit and do. I know it's going to be a bit of a longer project, potentially, but... Beefy, who is one of the people who kind of inspired me to do this stream, was doing an XCOM run. And he was doing it the way I've seen a lot of people do it, where you name all of the characters after people. And given how this works, or given how it works and everything, I'm thinking it'd be a really fun way to, you know, let people kind of have an quasi-interactive experience by having them show up in the game. So, if you are subscribed on this channel, and I know who you are from your username, you are already in... You're already made for the XCOM run. If you're interested in being in it, I'll have a better post later, because obviously this is not an XCOM thread, but yeah, basically I made everyone who wanted to be in it. I made a bunch of people that requested to be in it, who are not subscribed on here yet. Maybe after this they will. And I'm gonna do an XCOM 2 run. I'm probably gonna do it on easy for the sake of not having to go back over everything. Figures. XCOM can be really brutal, so to minimize the save quitting and replaying sections, I'm probably gonna play on easy. I know it's kind of cheap, but I don't want to... there's a lot of hours that I could be spending on it otherwise. So it's mostly just for simplicity. But I think that's going to be my next big project, is XCOM. Got the big key, right? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do this second half just in case the, in case of, silver arrows. Because I have done a pretty good job getting everything this time. It's not like I was boss rushing for half the game like in some runs. I've only really had a couple runs like that, but yeah, I think it'd be fun to do XCOM. It's something a little different. It's something that I'm familiar with, to an extent at least. And it's something where I can give people the chance to interact with the channel. You know, I can make you, or make an avatar for you, at least, if you're not comfortable with that. So I will have a first video that I post requesting people, or so people can request characters for themselves, as well as playing through it. But please feel free to post on this video as well if you would like yourself in that, or not in that. I know some people are weird about putting their name out on the internet, and I completely respect that, and that's why I called it weird, right? So yeah, I'm gonna hope that it's not in the left half, the silver arrows, that is, and we'll see. I'm gonna do a save quit after Ganon's Tower here. Do one more shorter video for basically silver arrows, unless I come across them, and beating Ganon, assuming that I don't die horribly. Totally forgot to get this guy. Oh. There. That didn't go terribly. Oh. Obviously, I am still going to be keeping up with Soul Blazer, that trilogy. That's turning out to be a bit of a process, just because it's kind of a... Soul Blazer in particular is kind of a repetitive game. I say as I work on my, like, 12th playthrough of the Link to the Past randomizer. But yeah, so it's kind of hard to... The main issue I'm having with that is it's a really cool franchise, and it's something that I like, but there's only so much you could talk about, especially for some of the sections that I've already done. So it's kind of where I'm at on Zelda too, I believe. is the whole, you know, playing Zelda over and over again is fun. You know, I love this randomizer. I am seriously running out of stuff to talk about, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Obviously, the logic's a little bit different in each one, but that was kind of where I was at with Lufia, also. The Ancient Cave run. Although I'm thinking about doing a regular run of Lufia at some point, just because it's one of my favorite games, and it's I'd probably need to cut to, or do some grind cuts, because it is a grindy game at times, or it can be. The Ancient Cave runs, you don't have time to just sit and kill enemies to level up. The regular game, you need to. So, if I do that, it will be with that in mind. Pitch this one on the way around. Grab the full magic. And keep the shield out to the right. Make sure this isn't silver arrows over here. I know I said I'm gonna come back to the tower if I need to, but I'd rather not have to go through the upper floors again. There's not very many chests up here, so I'm gonna grab all of the chests on the way up, and I'm not gonna grab the chests, or I didn't grab the chests on the right half of the dungeon. I should have enough keys already. Moldorm. You know, that's about where things have been going. Other random fact regarding the videos. So apparently, as I was looking through stuff, I am actually getting close to my 100th video already, which is kind of depressing to me in a way, but I'm probably gonna try and do something for that. I'm not sure what, but we'll see. Probably something I can just sit down and play and do as one video. So I might do something a bit more classic and less obscure, something I'm very familiar with, and I was thinking about maybe even something like Mario 3, or now that I've got an actual controller. Or I could do a short exit run on like Mario World even. Short exit being when you go Star Road. I've got 2 fairies. I'm gonna go ahead. While I am a little bit embarrassed to be dying on the easy Aghanim fight. Okay, good. So I didn't find silver arrows yet. I think I'm going to go ahead, since I'm kind of at low health and magic. Okay, so I'm gonna bust a potion here. I'm gonna go ahead. So the first 2 cycles there, you have to hit him 6 times. And the second section, I believe you just have to hit him at least once per time he crashes into the ground. In the Dark World. Oh, God. You know what? I'm feeling adventurous. Nope. Okay. So. The arrows are somewhere in the Dark World. I just had a thought. I know I said I was going to take a break, but I have a thought. And besides, you all know already, I'm really bad at taking breaks when I say I'm going to. The infernal beeping has stopped. The arrows might actually just be where they normally are. I think this one just counts as the Dark World. I could be wrong. Typically, the Dark World just means somewhere in the overworld for the Dark World. I think this counts. Ugh. The beeping has started again. I failed. I was hoping he'd drop a heart so the beeping would stop. Okay. Wait, does that actually work still? I have no idea. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Nope, no break. I lied. I am a lying liar who lies when it comes to breaks. We're just gonna finish this. We're gonna get done. I am taking a break from Zelda. I will play something that I am much more okay with being terrible at. And I'll have the opportunity to interact with people more and do some neat things that way. So, it should be good. This seemed like the fastest way since I don't have Aghanim beat. I would have actually gone Light World earlier and then just gone back through the Light World. But since I don't have Aghanim, I can't go through the Castle Gate as a Dark World portal. But I've got Silver Arrows now. We're right here. Quick restock on potions. I'm a little low on health, but I've got 2 fairies if I need them. And I'll just quick redo this part of the fight. I did get 2, I think I got two or 3 hits off on Ganon there. I don't know if you noticed. I'm totally not counting right now. But you can kill Ganon without silver arrows. It's really tricky. Crap. Basically, each time he teleports, there's a short window. Each time he teleports, there's a short window when you can spin attack and hit him. It's kind of a random thing, but meh. Okay. So. We'll get to the last button push here. GG. Thanks, Zelda. And we will go into the customary sped through credits, because nobody's got time for that. Still wish they had a way to just skip at least the basic credits. Oh, so that was the 7th video I've done for Zelda, or 8th, including the regular playthrough. 7 of the randomizer. I've done 5 runs that I didn't put up, so yeah, that's part of my issue here. I will definitely be doing more of these in the future, but I need to, you know, I've probably done let's see, about 3 hours of video, 7 videos. So yeah, you know, you can only talk to yourself about the same game for so many times for so long. So yeah, I'm hoping that these new games do something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, re-inspire me a little bit, and that I'll have time to do them. We'll see. But yeah, give me a like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave comments, questions, suggestions. I will, like I said, my next project is gonna be XCOM 2. I'm probably gonna do a first video for that here just to give people a chance to request characters so I can add more in. And I'm hoping I can get that up yet this afternoon. I'll get this posted. 309's not terrible. It's my last few have been much better, and so it feels a bit slow by comparison. But yeah, I'll be getting XCOM up. I'm debating about doing something like Lufia, something that I'm really familiar with, that I really enjoy. Or one of the other more classic Super Nintendo RPGs that I can practically do in my sleep, and that I can talk about. That's kind of the biggest factor with this. Is it's really for those of you who have not tried to do so, it is rather challenging, or can be rather challenging, to sit and talk to yourself for hours and hours on end about a game. Especially if it's the same game you've done before, if it starts getting repetitive, you start wondering whether you've said it before or not, and stuff like that. It's it can be a bit of a mess, and I feel like I've reached the limit for this particular game. For now, at least. I might do some more later, like I said. So hopefully you've been enjoying this. Give me a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Stay tuned for XCOM, possibly Lufia 2, and more Soul Blazer. And please go back, check out my other videos, Lufia 2 Ancient Cave, DuckTales, the other Zelda Randomizer, stuff like that. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you later.